Hey guys, it's Masterath here, and welcome to the Global Trophy 2020, the African Qualifiers!
Yes, it's our third set of qualifiers. We obviously had a bit of a surprise in Asia last week with Australia not doing as well as New Zealand.
Yep,
Can you believe that?
Finally New Zealand finishing higher than Australia in a qualifiers.
Yeah, I think for one of the first times ever, it's incredible for them. And this week, obviously, we've got a very exciting African section for you, with a lot of big teams in there. You know, Africa in the past have had a top 8 placing in every single global trophy since 2013. Apart from 2013, they've finished in the top 3 several times, with Nigeria, Cameroon finishing in the top 2 in the past. Ghana and Liberia in the top 3. Africa's a strong continent, and they don't necessarily get the respect they deserve in the finals because they don't tend to do that well. But they've got potential.
Yes, it's they're certainly a continent that's there or thereabouts when it comes to the Global Trophy. They're right up there, and they do have some of the most threatening teams, but teams that have not won it yet, that is.
Yeah, Africa's never had a global trophy come back to their continent. Maybe this is their year.
Yes, and Sam, if you want to go through a couple of the facts for the African qualifiers.
Yep. So the most winningest team, that is the correct term, I believe.
I believe so. I think Winnie the Pooh probably said it once or something, I don't know.
Yeah. Is Nigeria. Nigeria have won the African qualifiers 7 times in the last 16 years, winning in 2006 and 11, 13, winning it 3 years in a row from 15 to 17, and winning it last year, so they are the current holders of the Africa section.
Yep.
Other winners include Cameroon, who have won 5 times, Senegal, who have won 3, and Liberia, a solitary time in 2019.
Yep, and all 4 of those champions were actually in the Global Trophy finals last time around as well.
Yeah, they're the 4 dangerous teams. There are other teams as well in there that you have to keep an eye out for. Morocco, Algeria as well, I think, are quite dangerous. Ivory Coast, of course.
Yeah,
such a good team as well.
And Global Trophy mainstays like Gabon and Ghana as well.
Ghana have finished in the top 3 before. They had a great run once upon a time back in 2006, so 15 years ago now. They beat Saudi Arabia, Italy and France on the way to the semi-finals.
Yes, I believe they got the Achievement Award that year, because I used to do that when I had like the paper versions or whatever, and they were the giant killers for that year, so yeah, they certainly got the Achievement Award that year, Ghana, for exceeding expectations completely.
Yeah, they're a strong team, and I can't wait for this. This should be really good.
Well, if you can't wait, then we shall begin with the recording. So, we kick off first off with our dud team, and our dud team from the preliminaries, finishing 8th place, is Tanzania.
They had a late run towards the end, but it wasn't quite enough. Tanzania finishing 8th in the preliminary league overall.
7th place, former Global Trophy finalists, scraping it through this time round for a shot at maybe another Sierra Leone.
They also started slowly, but they had enough.
Yep, and another former Global Trophy finalist, again, very slow at the start, but they picked up at the end and finished quite comfortably, Zimbabwe.
Good team, Zimbabwe. Can't discount them, really, can you?
Yeah, exactly. Next up, solid team in the preliminaries, finishing 5th, Togo.
Yeah, they didn't really seem to be troubled throughout, did they? They always seemed quite comfortable. There was a little bit of a blip in the middle, but they picked up their form towards the end.
Yep. Next up, the team that finished 4th in the preliminaries. Apparently it's not easy being green, but it's fine for these guys. It's Libya.
Tough team to beat, Libya. And I think that could prove quite handy. So not as tough to beat as the next team. But they did quite good, didn't they?
Yeah, especially since the next team, at the moment in the 2021 series, is undefeated. But they did draw 4 games. It's Namibia, finishing 3rd.
Hopefully they can take penalties, right?
Well, let's hope so. Second place, being able to sneak up there into second place, but very solid. South Sudan.
They went a bit under the radar, didn't they, South Sudan?
Yeah, but slowly started climbing up those places, and they were able to finish behind now two-time champions of the preliminaries, if we had championships for those, Kenya.
Yeah, they do get a little commemorative trophy to take home with them, but it's nothing compared to the...
no points for the global trophy rankings there.
Yep.
For Kenya. So now we get to the next 16 teams. These are 16 teams that finished the highest in the FIFA rankings that do not include the top 8. The top 8 were the teams that actually qualified for the global trophy finals from Africa last year. Kicking off with Mauritania.
Yeah, I don't actually know any players that in real life that play for Mauritania. So there you go.
There you go. Next up, most of us probably only know about the country because of the bleeding animated films. It's Madagascar.
The little island to the south-east of Africa.
Yeah, it's just like on its own, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very strange, but yeah, Madagascar in the global trophy. Let's see.
Next up, it's the one of the two Congos. It's Congo.
Yes, the Congo.
The Congo. Finishing well below the Democratic Republic of Congo, which we'll be seeing later.
Yep.
Next up, it is Zambia.
Much like Mauritania, I don't really know any footballers that play for Zambia. So, yeah.
Next up, well, would you know any from Benin?
Yes.
Ooh.
There's the guy, I think he's from Benin. He played for Juventus a few years ago, but I don't remember what his name is. But I know one.
Next up, it is Cape Verde, or I guess they're called Cabo Verde now. So Cabo Verde.
I think it's Cape Verde.
Yeah, but they're known as Cabo Verde now. I've seen the FIFA rankings.
Fair enough.
They're Cabo Verde now. Next up, Uganda.
Uganda, yeah, solid footballing nation. And in terms of this competition, they always tend to be dangerous to play against. You don't want them early on.
Yeah, next up, well, there can now be only one. It's Guinea.
Yep, no Equatorial, no Bissau, just the original Guinea.
Regular flavoured Guinea.
Yep. Next
Next up, it is South Africa.
Formerly had players, like Stephen Pienaar, amongst others, but and of course they hosted the 2010 World Cup, didn't they?
Yes, indeed. Next up, we have Cote d'Ivoire, the Ivory Coast.
Such a good team. I'm surprised they didn't qualify last year.
Drogba.
It's not even just about Drogba anymore. They've got players like Wilfried Zaha and Nicolas Pepe. Very good, skillful wingers, and a good team. A good team.
Yep. Next up, it is the Democratic Republic of Congo.
Yeah, they had.
Actually, it's not. Never mind. It's Burkina Faso.
Burkina Faso with the capital city, Ouagadougou.
Lovely capital city name. Then it's the Democratic Republic of Congo.
Yes, they had, I think, Yannick Bolasie playing for them a few years ago. I think he's still at Everton these days.
Next up, shocked to see them this high, but they seem to be doing well. It's Mali.
Naby Keita from Liverpool is Malian.
That'll be why then.
I believe. And I think N'Golo Kante had the opportunity to play for Mali, but obviously, if he's so good, he played for France.
Chose the French, of course.
Yep.
Next up, it is Egypt. What player could we think of who plays for Egypt?
I can tell you two, actually. I can tell you Ahmed El Mohammadi and Trezeguet from Aston Villa. Oh, and some bloke called...
We're just skipping past some bloke called Mo Salah, right?
Do you reckon they... obviously Liverpool have recently won the Premier League and obviously won the Champions League in the last few years. Do you think that there's like a baby, booming name in Liverpool that is just Mo? Not Mohammed, just Mo, M-O-E. I reckon there must be.
There probably is. There's probably like Jordan has replaced Stephen as a really popular name.
Yeah.
You know, that's probably that. You know,
Yeah.
No one's ever gonna have the surname Karius in Liverpool.
They're not, no.
No. Next up, Algeria. Very big team.
Big team in this, big team in real life these days. I've got players like Riyad Mahrez, obviously world famous for winning the Premier League with Leicester and Man City.
Yep. And next up, we're going back to the World Cup of 2018 here with the Cane Tacklers. It's Tunisia.
Tunisia. I've actually been on holiday to Tunisia.
Ah! Sam's holiday journeys. Oh, I've missed those since
again.
Europe.
Yeah, I went with my dad.
Cool.
That's good. It was good, yeah.
But yes, the Cane Tacklers. I watched that match in a nightclub. That was fun.
Yeah, good time.
I then took a picture of, even though England did win, I think, in the end, I did take a picture of the sign above the men's room door after the match and just went, that's what I feel about the referee's decisions during that match. The sign just says bollocks, by the way.
Ah, nice.
So there you go. Yeah, they have a sign that just says bollocks in the men's toilets. What a club.
You love to see it. You do love to see it.
Next up, the 2006 Giant Killers and multiple-time Global Trophy finalists, Ghana.
Including from last year?
They made it to the finals last year, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. So the first of the teams from the finals last season as well.
Yeah. Next up, former Global Trophy champions on multiple occasions, Senegal.
Champions of the Africa section, of course. Yes, they've won the Africa section in 2008, 10 and 18. Great side, Senegal. Great side.
Next up, again, Global Trophy finalist mainstays, Angola. Are you still there, Sam? Sam is not here. Sam's lost connection. I'm going to have to do this on my own. We'll go through the rest of them quickly. So next we have Liberia, one-time Global Trophy African Qualifier. It's crap when it's just me, isn't it? But yeah, Liberia, one-time Global Trophy African Qualifier champions. Finished in the top 4 last year, and the year before they were top 8, so really good side. Next is Morocco, big mainstays in the Global Trophy finals as well. Very big sporting nation. Gabon are next up with well, they got a Bamiyang, haven't they? Let's be honest. But even before that, they were still a good team even in this. Next up, we get to the 2 big guns. Cameroon first up, former Global Trophy grand finalists, finished 2nd place alongside the dominant force in Africa, Nigeria. So with that, we will do a quick save. I'll try and get Sam back on. And that sounds like utter garbled crap. Oh, he's sending me messages on Facebook now. I can feel it. Where is Tanzania? There they are.
I don't really know what happened there. My internet died.
He's back!
I'm back. Sorry about that, folks. My internet died. Blame Richard Branson.
Yes, I will blame him.
Well, here we go. First time it works.
Hang on, let me just... There you go, that sounds better. I don't know what it was. It sounded like garbled arse.
Huh.
That's fine. It sounds good now. So, yeah, I just sort of sped through the last couple on that one. Just on that. So, we've got some interesting oh, God. We have Algeria, Tunisia, Nigeria, Kenya.
Yes, however, it does mean that Nigeria and Cameroon are on opposite sides of the bracket, and I do think we are going to get both of those teams going through, at least, which is it's a good thing, I think. We do have Liberia up there as well.
Yep, and Senegal as well, Algeria, Tunisia, Morocco.
The thing is, though, okay, if you're looking like this, if you're going to choose 4 teams to go through from this 16, you'd say Senegal go through of that top 4, then probably Liberia of the next 4, Nigeria of the next 4, and then Algeria of the next 4, maybe. That is a
Gabon.
Really solid start. Yeah.
Yeah, it would be solid. Shall we kick off?
Let's get things going. Zimbabwe.
Yep, Senegal, Zimbabwe first up.
Zimbabwe, of course.
Well, we kick off with a shock!
Wow.
Senegal are gone already.
And by the team that finished in 6th place in the preliminaries, Zimbabwe through.
Senegal out already. Madagascar, Cape Verde, or Cabo Verde, next up.
This has really opened things up now. Madagascar versus Cape Verde.
Cabo Verde with the win, 3-0. They're through to the second round.
Massive win for Cabo Verde, and that means they get a second round clash with Zimbabwe.
Yeah, one of those teams is going through. Liberia get the dud match, so they get the automatic bye. Fair play, because Liberia is one of the stronger teams here.
Yep, they're ranked 3 for this year's Global Trophy. Obviously, they finished in the top 4 last time, losing out to eventual winners, the Netherlands.
Yeah, so it's not surprising that Liberia would get the dud. I think that's pretty fair to give it to one of the teams that were in the top 8 last time round.
Yeah, I think it's only right, isn't it?
Yeah, but with that, a Liberian victory puts them through to the second round, where they have a second round tie with either Congo or Morocco.
2 big teams as well.
Yep. Morocco's gone as well!
Good result for Congo. They progressed to face Libya in the next round. Sorry, Liberia in the next round, not Libya.
Yep, next Namibia. Undefeated so far in the 2021 Global Trophy campaign. They've got the Ivory Coast.
No slouches, the Ivory Coast.
4-0. That just proves the difference.
In quality, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, and Kenya now. It's the champions of the preliminary league versus the champions of the continent.
Goodness me. Big match this is. Nigeria, the favourites probably.
They are. It took only a goal. Kenya did well.
They did do well, but they're through Nigeria to face a crunch match with the Ivory Coast.
Gabon, Egypt next. Again, 2 big teams here.
Egypt's probably the favourites for me.
Gabon through.
Good result for Gabon. They will play the winner of the Algeria-Tunisia match.
Again, 2 big teams here.
Yep.
Algeria through.
Good result for Algeria. They do progress to the last 16.
Yep. Next up, they finished top 8 last time in the African Qualifiers. Angola versus second place in the preliminary league, South Sudan.
Not an easy one to call this.
Angola through, 3-0.
They go through and they will play the winner of the next match between Uganda and the team that finished in 7th in the preliminaries, Sierra Leone.
Uganda through, Sierra Leone. Their lovely run ends at the first round, unfortunately.
Shame, but they did well to get there, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did well. Democratic Republic of Congo now versus Benin.
Not an easy one to call this.
Congo DR with the penalty win there.
And they will play the winner of the next match between 2 big powerhouse nations from the Africa section, South Africa or Cameroon.
Cameroon's gone as well!
Wow, wait, 2 of the African champions are out.
Nigeria looking for an 8th Global Trophy African Qualifiers Championship. Wouldn't be surprised if they got it at this point now, with Cameroon and Senegal gone.
They do have a sticky next round, but we'll get to that when we get to that. Next up, it is Mauritania and Togo. Yep,
Togo, of course, in the preliminaries. Mauritania didn't have to pre-qualify, but they were the last team to qualify automatically for this stage.
Yep, they were.
Togo go through.
Brilliant result for Togo.
Yep, high-flying Mali now versus sort of middle-of-the-road Guinea here.
My dog's barking.
Sounds dogs barking. Mali's through.
Good result for Mali.
Yep. Libya, who had to pre-qualify to get here, versus Ghana. Top 6. A lot of times, top 6, top 8 Team Ghana.
The good Team Ghana. You don't really want to play them this early if you're Libya.
Ghana through, though.
They do beat them 2-0.
Yep. Burkina Faso now take on Zambia.
The penultimate match of the round of 32.
Burkina Faso through.
It was the last match, sorry.
That's alright. Burkina Faso through to round 2. And this is what round 2 looks like.
It's a strong lineup if you look at it. Look at this.
Yeah, we could be seeing some big teams here. Zimbabwe, Cabo Verde. Winner goes through to the Global Trophy Finals. Zimbabwe's been there before. Cabo Verde, not yet.
Can Zimbabwe do it again?
Yes, 4-0,
Yes,
Zimbabwe's through.
They've hurt this Zimbabwe. What a phenomenal season they've had. And they've gone from the preliminaries to the top 8.
Yeah, Liberia. Can they make it 3 in a row against Congo?
They've got to be favourites, surely.
Liberia's through again.
Good result for Liberia. And this is a massive crunch match now. The Ivory Coast versus Nigeria.
Yep, the current African champions. They're through.
Massive result for Nigeria. Brilliant stuff.
Nigeria gunning for an 8th African championship here. Gabon, Algeria next.
2 big teams again. These 2 are so strong.
Gabon's through again as well.
Good stuff for Gabon.
They're through once again. Angola, Uganda next.
This for a place in the top 8. Angola were there last year. I think Uganda weren't far off.
They weren't far off, but yeah, Angola were there last year. They're there again.
They've done it back to back. Brilliant stuff from Angola.
Democratic Republic of Congo now. They've got South Africa, who knocked out Cameroon in the first round.
A big scalp on South Africa's mantelpiece already.
Oh, and they've just got another 6-1. Biggest win of the qualifiers, of this qualifier so far.
Excellent from South Africa. Dominant display. Next up, Togo, who of course had to pre-qualify. We've seen one preliminary team go through, and they take on Mali.
Mali, one of the bigger teams here. But Togo beat them.
Togo won't have to pre-qualify next year. They've done it in the top 8.
Yep, and Ghana, Burkina Faso now for that last spot in the African top 8.
Yeah, Ghana the favourites for me.
Burkina Faso knock them out!
Goodness me, Burkina Faso, what a story this is.
Burkina Faso knock out the very well-suited Ghana and make it through to their first Global Trophy final in quite a while.
If you look at the 8, though, it's a strong 8.
That is still a strong 8. Missing Cameroon and Senegal, which I'd probably replace Togo and Burkina Faso with. But
everyone else...
That's still a strong top 8.
And Ghana, I suppose, as well, you'd probably put in there.
For Zimbabwe, probably.
Yeah.
But yeah, still, though, strong top 8.
Yeah, very strong.
Zimbabwe, Liberia, for a chance at the semi-finals.
Liberia, the red-hot favourites for me, though.
They're through, 1-0, into the semi-finals they go.
For a prize match against Nigeria, the current African champions, or Gabon, the upstarts.
4-1 Nigeria, they're dominating again.
Such a strong team, Nigeria. How do you stop them?
Well, maybe Liberia can in the semi-finals, but first it's Angola, South Africa.
South Africa have been the form team in this, haven't they? They've beaten Cameroon and the DR Congo, of course.
Yeah, by a pretty big amount for the DR Congo. And they've beat Angola as well.
South Africa on the rampage. I think they're going to be a finalist in the Africa section this time around.
Togo, Burkina Faso, the last quarter-final.
Probably the 2 underdogs of this section still going.
Yep, one of them's going to keep going even more, and it's Burkina Faso this time round.
Through to the semi-finals of Africa.
Liberia and Nigeria. These are the 2 probably biggest teams left.
Winner of this probably wins the tournament. Who's it going to be?
It's Nigeria 2-0. They're going for an 8th.
They've match points surely for Nigeria, but they'll play the winner of South Africa or Burkina Faso.
South Africa do it. 2-0.
So it'll either be Nigeria's unprecedented 8th African title or South Africa's 1st.
South Africa, do it!
For the first time, South Africa have beaten Cameroon and Nigeria en route to winning the Africa section.
I mean, that's a couple of big scalps there.
Goodness me, South Africa, what a story.
South Africa, they've laid dormant for a lot of these global trophies. They've laid dormant, but now South Africa is awake.
We've had some very strange winners for these qualifiers, haven't we? Romania in Europe, Japan for the first time in 13 years winning in Asia, and now for the first time ever, South Africa becomes the 5th different team to win in Africa.
Yes, and South Africa, I'm sure will be taking that all that momentum, those big victories against probably the 2 biggest teams in Africa, Cameroon and Nigeria, both falling to South Africa. That's got to give them so much momentum.
A lot of confidence as well. That's a great performance from South Africa.
Yeah, going into the Global Trophy Finals in just 2 weeks.
Yeah, what a great tournament this is going to turn out to be. We've got so many big different teams in there.
Yeah, so South Africa will join alongside the rest of the African qualifiers: Nigeria, Burkina Faso, Liberia, Zimbabwe, Gabon, Angola, and Togo. They will join teams like Turkmenistan, Australia, Vietnam, Thailand, New Zealand, Syria, China, Japan, Portugal, Italy, France, Denmark, the current reigning champions, the Netherlands, Greece, Spain, and Romania.
It is looking like a very, very spicy final, isn't it? There's a lot of big teams in there. It's a shame we're not going to have Cameroon along for the ride, I have to say. But beaten by a superior South Africa team.
Yeah, South Africa could be here to stay in this tournament. They could be a dark horse.
Can't discount them now. The fact that they've beaten the 2 big dogs in Africa as well.
Yep, and next week it's just going to get even more. That final is going to become even more spicy because we've got the Americas to go. Yeah,
you can't. Argentina, for the last couple of years, have won back-to-back Americas titles. They've never done the three-peat, though. Despite all their wins, they've won the Americas section 9 times. They have never done it 3 times back-to-back.
Yep,
they can do it this year.
Yep, and Argentina, unprecedented Global Trophy rank #1, the only team in Global Trophy history to record over 100 victories.
Yeah, of course, back in the day, until the Oceania and Asia merger, used to only have 4 qualifiers from the Americas, and Argentina were there pretty much every year. So you have to win 3 matches instead of the usual 2. So it just shows how good they are.
Yep, Argentina have made it to the Global Trophy Finals on so many occasions. I think it's more than 10 at this point. I think it's 12.
Yeah, and they've won it 3 times. Is it 3 times as well?
Yeah, they've won it. 3?
Incredible.
Yeah, they won it 3 times, I think.
We will see. It's gonna be exciting. I can't wait for next week.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. But they're gonna be alongside teams like Brazil, Mexico, the USA, Uruguay, Paraguay, Canada,
Chile as well. Dangerous
Chile.
Team.
Yeah, Colombia, Bolivia, Peru.
It's mouth watering, isn't it?
Oh yeah, yeah. And we're gonna be seeing that next week. And we're gonna be seeing who's gonna go through. If Argentina and Brazil both make it, and Mexico makes it as well, this could be a very star-studded Global Trophy final.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, it already is, but that'll be cherry on the cake if those 3.
Yeah, it'll be the glistening glaze on the cherry, on the icing, on the top of a delicious cake.
Yes, and that cake will be eaten in 2 weeks. But next week will be the American qualifiers, who will be the final 8 teams to join these teams and our previous 16 qualifiers. We'll find out next week. I've been Masterath.
I've been Sam Elliott 64.
And we'll see you for next week for the American qualifiers, the final stop on the road to the Global Trophy Finals. We'll see you next week.
Bye for now.